So a client asked me today, does anybody pass these field sobriety tests? And that's a great question. And the reality is, these aren't tests. They're actually exercises. And there's a distinction in that. See, a prosecutor is going to place evidence in the middle of a DUI trial about that you didn't follow the instructions, you didn't, it's not that you didn't pass the test, it's the officer asked you to do some exercises and observe some clues of impairment. But let's be honest, this is a pass or fail test. Now let's talk about these tests or exercises. The first one is the horizontal gaze nystagmus. That's where they put the pen with the light on it in front of your eyes and have you look left and have you look right. You're supposed to keep your head still and use only your eyes. What they're looking for is the way your eyes track, and they can find up to six clues of impairment. So another important fact about this is that the officer who's doing this, if they're not a drug recognition expert, they will not be able to testify in the state of Florida that how you performed this exercise. Now, another exercise that they have you do is the walk and turn. Now, you may have seen this on the latest celebrity DUI video or a courtroom drama on TV. That's where they put the line on the ground and you're asked to walk a line. But again, sometimes they're less looking at how well you walk the line, because I have plenty of clients that tell me, hey, I walked the line great. What they're looking for you is your ability to listen and follow the instructions. Now, this is also very difficult because a lot of times this is done on the side of the road where other cars are going by in the distance. So you are being set up to fail. Once that line is on the ground, the officer is going to have you start in a listening position, which is an awkward position that no one ever would stand. It's left foot in front of the right foot. Now try that at home. That's not easy to stand with your left foot and your right foot with your hands down at your side. No one stands like that, especially to listen to instructions. During that time, the officer is going to inform you to walk your right foot in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe across the line 9 steps. And then they have this unique way of making a turnaround, again, which is nothing that you would do in real life, and then walk 9 steps back. What they're looking for is not only your ability to stay on the line, but making sure your heel touches that toe and you're not raising your arms for balance. So you're walking in a position that you would never ever walk, whether you've had a drink or you're sober. Then you have to turn around in a specific way that they want you to and walk 9 steps back. You are being set up to fail. Is this a test or an exercise? Well, to me it seems more of a test than an exercise. Now, moving on, the other one that they typically do in this type of case is the one-legged stand. Now, they have you stand in that standing position, and then when they tell you, they ask you to raise your foot up 6 inches off the ground, look down at your foot, and then hold that for 30 seconds. Again, nothing that you would ever do in real life that would indicate if you're sober or not, but what they want to do is ding you for not listening to the instructions, putting your foot down, raising your arms for balance. Okay, so again, is this an exercise or a test? To me, it seems like a test. And then the last one, and the most common one that everybody knows, is the finger to nose. Now, everybody thinks this is about, oh, I went left, right, exactly the way that they asked. That's usually not what they're looking for. They're looking for whether the tip of your finger touches the tip of your nose. So if it hits the side of your nose, the top of your nose, or your lip, whether you got your left or right wrong, those are the signs of impairment that they're looking for during this exercise. Now, again, they're not going to tell you you passed or you failed. They're going to say we found X amount of clues of impairment, and that's what's going to be relayed to a jury. Now, if you want to know more about these specific tests, or should you even do them at all, click the link below to this other video or download one of our guides.